О. Не, пошаговый не хочу. Это лучше, да. Так. Зачем? Поехали. Новый Pillars. Что с чатом? Я не могу понять, что с чатом. Мы его не... О!
Cycle of reincarnation watched over by the gods. and made possible through pillars of a mystical substance known as Audra. 5 years ago, you traveled from your home to the Deerwood, a nation that had waged war against the incarnated god of light, Aethys, resulting in his destruction. The country suffered from a plague of hollowborn, infants born without souls, that many believed was punishment for killing a god. In an ancient, secluded ruin, you witnessed a secret ritual that inadvertently transformed you into a watcher. One who can see and speak with souls. The ritual also gave you horrible visions, waking nightmares of a past life that threatened your sanity. To put them to rest, you pursued the man who had led the ritual, a seemingly immortal agent of the gods, known as Theos X Arcanon. With divine assistance, you confronted and defeated Theos, ending your visions and resolving the Hollowborn crisis. In so doing, you also learned the great secret that Theos had protected. That the ancient empire of Anguith had transformed themselves into gods. Your visions finally put to rest, you retired to the castle of Cadnuma, built atop a massive statue of pure Audra, where you ruled in relative peace and prosperity.
Made a nice story. You fixing up that old keep? Lifting the curse? Must have told it 100 times. But something got to gnawing at me. You're thinking the spirits there weren't really at rest. That maybe the gods weren't finished with us. I used to dream that when my God came back, he would forgive us. Last the trouble of dreams. Sooner or later, we all have to wake up.
And so you wake to a sleepless world, the in-between of life and death. Follow your memories. You have been here before.
Чё? Ходить надо?
You have seen past the shroud. You are a watcher now, and a watcher you will stay.
Помню.
A watcher sees souls, knows their pasts, and the souls see them back.
Было.
A dubious honor, inheriting a
Помню
fortress
тоже.
both broken and cursed.
What is a god? A higher power? a rewarder of good deeds and punisher of the wicked.
Ага.
The gods aren't real, but something else entirely.
Было,
Something
помню.
created by people.
Нет, уже и эта аватарка. Дополнение не потрогать или нет?
And did you ever consider that these were things you were never meant to
Помню
understand?
финал.
That their comprehension is beyond you?
Было, да, было, помню.
Let the world see. Let them decide what to do.
Согласен. С иглы. Иглы с иглы.
The wheel has turned again, Watcher. Come.
Ну, загрузка новая.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. His face is creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved, merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Sit. Please.
Не могу.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent. Like she is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
Тут даже такое. Капец.
Does everything appear to be in order?
Да.
Good. Welcome to the beyond.
Конечно, конечно.
One half anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you
Ебать,
here.
тут даже можно импортировать сохранение,
Her
капец.
gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge. The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction. The gods offered you boons in exchange for resolving the Hollowborn crisis. What did you do with the souls?
Душа, душитесь. Души вроде были уничтожены. Они распущены были. Да, вроде они на воле. Интересно. Я не помню.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met? You prayed for my help in reaching Theos, beyond the Court of Penitence, and pledged yourself to me. You made similar vows to Rimmergond, Helia, and Galawain.
The skin of her face pulls tight as the edges of her mouth curl into a macabre smile.
The wheel turns for all mortals, Watcher. You had to know that sooner or later your turn would come.
She slaps a card down, a broken bell in a tower. The crack of the card on the table ripples through your soul like a shockwave, leaving you momentarily disoriented.
There will be time to deal with that later.
Her black eyes stare through you, unblinking, for a long, uncomfortable moment.
Класс.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Ognua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothis. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothis stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between. You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him. Taking a physical form in Aora is fraught with peril. Most mortal minds and bodies are incapable of containing divine power. It can lead to...
Her armored hand gingerly places a card sideways on the table. It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
Did you care for the souls of the Deerwood who clung to you as they stumbled blindly through the in-between?
Не в тебя верит. В меня.
You are a beacon to all of the lost, Watcher. Your soul gleams as brightly to them as Audra itself.
For a moment, there is a glint in the blackness of her eyes, a flash of wondrous recollection.
Those who have fallen in Aethis's wake are trapped inside him still. if you will not help them. Of course, if that doesn't convince you, I can always return you to the wheel and find someone else to pursue him. Unfortunate. It will prove much more difficult without someone of your unique talents and circumstances.
She raises her gauntleted hand and gestures to the dwarf hovering at the periphery. The dwarf nods, the supernaturally wide smile returning to his face. He gestures for you to follow him.
Это концовка такая, типа.
No sooner has Bareth spoken than you feel yourself dissolve. It is not an unpleasant sensation, something between falling asleep and drifting on a warm current. Your essence is pulled through the Adra, where it mingles with the stuff of thousands of other souls. Your thoughts, your memories, even your identity as the Watcher. Eventually, your soul reforms and finds its way into a small, crawling thing of fur and claws. You know the world by sound and scent, as food and danger. The concerns of gods and nations are beyond you. It is a simple and satisfactory existence, though your mind can conceive of no other. Whether it is a long one will depend upon the Watcher Bareth.
Будет интересно. Я отказался. Реально концовка. Хуй. Я прошел игру. Ебать. Так это охуенно, слушай. Реально охуенно. Это такая концовка в игре. Бля, слушай. Нормас, нормас. Ой, слушай. Ой, прикольно. В конце. Просто прошел игру. 20 минут игры. Tis good, tis good. Надо соглашаться, что ли? Ебануться. Игра. Да. Подожди, я хотел в настройках залезть. Ну, так будет понятнее. Может, вот это оно? Наверное, нету. Ну, классику, наверное. Он не буду, это не железом нет. Нет, зачем? Нет, так это неинтересно. 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 Это все биомусорная хуйня. Вот это только. Классику убираем, значит. Из интро. Это как понять? Это я сразу там появлюсь? Это специально? Точно, точно. Правильно, я выбрал правильно.
An aged dwarf shares this strange floating platform with you. You can see it.
Я читал.
The creases of the dwarf's face tighten into a smile as he gives you a courteous nod.
Свечивается или нет? Нет. Идет за мной.
Sit.
Прошу, сядь. Ну давай.
Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each move,
Your brush with it. Does everything appear to be in order? Good. Welcome.
the dwarfs, the gods offered you boons in exchange for resolving the Hollowborn crisis. What did you do with the souls?
Tell me, do you remember when we last met? You prayed for my help in reaching Theos, beyond the court of penitence, and pledged yourself to me. You made similar The wheel There will be time. You had the being that
было
object, though
бы.
Aethys, you and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power. You had a choice, Watcher. Your soul has wandered into the beyond.
She casually tosses a card on the table. It lands crookedly in front of you. The illustration features a great wooden wheel. Some souls cling to the spokes.
Did you care for the souls of the Deerwood? You are a beacon to all of the lost, Watcher. Those who have fallen in Aethys' wake. Of course, if that doesn't convince you, I can always return you to the wheel and find someone else to pursue him.
Ну, блять, ну, либо конец, либо играем. Я могу взяться за дело, но я и не хочу это делать, опять с этим гигантом сражаться. Я сражался с ним под своей крепостью, опять сражаться с ним. Это будет финальный босс, капец. Это, конечно, у них задумка хороша. Тут же босс, только уже живой, заебись. Нормальный, кстати, задумка на вторую часть. Мне понравится уже сюжет. Я бы не догадался бы.
Good.
Прекрасно.
Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must
Кто ты?
remember
Нужно
who
вспомнить,
you
кто
were.
ты последний.
The last whisper. When you can picture your own face, the beyond will lead you back to your own.
Импортировать. Вау, как это сделано, классно. Не, давай импортировать. Блять, это не мои все персонажи. Хоррор. Доступных наемников нету, это наемники. Монах, волшебник. Не, я поиграл бы за того, за которого я играл. Как в этом, в... А там РПГ вроде как. Что, нельзя так? Авантюрист, жрец, певчий, паладин, боец. Сайфер, следопыт, варвар, волшебник, монах, друид. Короче, моих нет, импортировать. А, выберите готового персонажа или измените импортировать персонажа. Ага, не, спасибо. Почему своего нельзя выбрать? Тут персонажи, конечно, есть. Минус сила восприятия. Человек, сила, решительность. Ном. Амур. Может, за Амура играть? Бля. Телосложение, чуть телосложение дает. Минус сила восприятия это. Ловкость нам нахуй не надо, мы же будем воинами. Если гнома взять. Ну вот будем создавать. Гномом. Гном воин. Нормально. Не, мультикласс. Какой мультикласс? Не. Один класс. Следопыт. Певчий паладин, монах. Давай бойца будем создавать. Дерем. Ну, как обычно. Боец. Возможно, только надо одно. Бонус к вступлению в улицу. Вот это может, слушай. Ну я, конечно, с двуручкой под конец играл, но ну, почти всю игру я со щитом бегал. Не знаю. Дает качество мастер с щитом. Класс защиты при использовании щита. Прав, если. Бля, это хуёво, конечно. А, это подкласс. Нету подклассов. Не надо мне никакой подкласс. Нет подкласса. А когда я персонажа буду создавать? Сбитие с ног? Конечно. Это. Вал, наверное. Ну как тогда создавали. О. Силу надо вкачать, мне кажется. Максимум. Телосложение. Решительность. 18, не могу понять. Ну и восприятие. Давай ловкость еще вкачаем. Так. О! Что у нас там по этим? Сила. Куда нам? Решительность. Телосложение. Ловкость. Приятие. Силу еще. Телосложение что добавляет вообще? А, вот так будет, да? 20, 20, 14, 18, да? Ну, не знаю. А это добавляет урон? Крайне. Крайне. Я крайний, да. Я бы, конечно, сюда вскачал, но нельзя. Только плюс 20. Сила плюс. Жизнь. Блять, чё? Это... Я, допустим, могу любой этот взять и скинуть его туда. Охуенно. Вообще бомба. Живые земли, души, блин. О боже, как же тяжело создавать персонажей. Раутай. Живые земли, я думаю, взять. Будет идеально для экономика. Мы будем создавать их нормальные статы. Блять. Не понял. Чего? О. Блядь. Нормально, я думаю, так. Сила 21, телосложение 19, это решительность 18. В принципе, я не могу максануть больше. Максимум то, что нам надо. О, это еще что ли? А, это. Выживание. Колонист, алхимия, выживание. Что для нас важнее, я не знаю. Ник, наверное, труженик, атлетика. Алхимия. По атлетику. Ну сабли тут самые топовые. Я помню, с саблей бегал. Пиздец. Сабля тут реально. Я беру, короче, саблю и большой щит обязательно. Точность похуй на точность. Главное, дэмэдж. Дэмэдж тут самый нормальный. Блин. Кинжал прикольный. Булава. Мушкет. Лет. Берем, короче, саблю, как обычно, и большой щит. Для начала, я не знаю. О, мой портрет. Голова, о. Оп. Да, я. Найс. Головно. Бля, такую вар прошу. Убила. Неплохо. Все? О, мой бог.
Onward! Stand together! You're mine! No prisoner! Let us end this!
Quietly now.
Бой. Это осанка, мне б такую Нет. Поза. О, героическая. Вот это я понимаю. Голова выбрана. И глаз. О, пойдет. Да. Неплохо. Во. Или в черном. Пантера. О. Не. А он еще эти мне. Не, черный надо. Ну пойдет, пойдет. Что у нас по статам? Стойкость 60, отклонений 33, реакция воля. Вал постоянно. Это выживание. Боец. Бля, ну стойкость хорошо. Танковать здоровье отлично. Идеально. 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 Милена боец. На месте. Поехали.
Go forth now, Watcher, as my herald.
Ебать.
Know that I do not give you this title lightly. When the time comes, you will have the power to find Aethys. Learn his plans. When I have cause to talk to you...
With a quick gesture of her hand, you feel a sharp pain in what would be your
A chime. Do not fear, herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me.
The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and just...
Постоянно будет такая ходьба. Мое тело. Как обычно, сейчас будет первый этот мой спутник, это боец. Мы бойцами будем, это как всегда.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain. Adair watches over
Ну,
your
конечно
body
же.
with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe.
Первая часть.
No, there's no way. You're awake. How are you feeling? Me? You don't remember?
Adair points at his face, which he seems to be arranging into his most recognizable expression. Receiving no response,
I'm the captain of this boat. And I was real big back in Deerwood. Had this keep called Cadnua, and I was what you'd call a watcher. I'd go around talking to dead folks. You're just some farmer. Likes to follow me around. Take most of the beating for me when we get attacked. Don't worry, it'll all come back. Ah, see? You remember. Anyway, you didn't answer my question. How you feeling? Sure. You've been out a long time.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
the voice echoes from inside the bus.
Cadnua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire Archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
How could you know all that? You've been faking on us.
He pokes at your shoulder with one finger.
Misfortune's brewing topside. Migrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Engrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead.
Pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
О, как классно все тут. Инвентарь. Спасибо, тут хотя бы еще указано. Ну, стойка, конечно, мощь. Можно еще поменять, кстати. Внешность. Внешность еще можно поменять. Ой. Агрессивнее.
The pirates of Deadfire are notorious. I suggest you deal with them quickly.
There's gear in that wardrobe. Take what you need.
Вот, тут воровать можно людей. Серьезно? Капец. Чё средний? Мне тяжелый надо. Спасибо. Так можно через Shift еще. Убивать. Блин, теперь уже так, они по-другому. Это непривычно. Непривычно. Это шапку типа убрать. Ну слушай, ну, блядь, разбираться.
Well, what have we here? A little sloop, lost and alone in the storm. I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind, and especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune. Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure, but at least it'll be quick.
You know, I always thought that room was missing something.
Практик. Да.
Is that supposed to provoke me? Listen up, mates. I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper play with the crew if you'd like. But
You heard, bandwidth! Off!
Подожди. О. По 30. И ловкие у них мозги есть. Как это? Ну, он 25. Давай добьем. Хорош, мой удар последний. Из вашей крепости. Конечно, ящик. Мы сейчас на берегу. Найти способ починить свой корабль на мели.
You've been getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand. If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there. So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lady. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands, some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region. Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain. It is your decision, but Aethus still holds a piece of your soul. He was moving inland last I saw of him. I rather think he will have...
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire or... My lady, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
These gods. You make one deal with them to stop a madman, and the next thing you know, they're threatening your soul.
Да.
That isn't much of a choice. But castle or no castle, you are still my lady, and I will aid you to the best.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Авантюрист? Не, давай боец. Бойцом был он. Мимо. Дать
How nice. Yes, at once.
пираты какие-то.
Not a sound.
Большой. Большой. Я пиратка. Нормально. О, верный удар урона. Ну блин. Ну такое, знаешь, я... Ну конечно. Я не вижу, что меняется. Вообще надо для убийц.
Hope the rest of those sodden bastards made it.
course.
Пообщаться нельзя?
Yeah? Hey, this brings back some memory. I don't know. It's nothing like what we're seeing. Just like that first image. That's still what AFS is, if you like. I like that feeling. Knowing we'd stop Theos. That was something I never felt before. Not even at war. Not that I wanted to tangle with gods. Well, there's a group of Aethasians in Deerwood. The night market. Go around, sort of like the Leaden Key, I guess you could say. So this one night I'm at a tavern and this fella has a disagreement, and I'm bashing his head into the target when he notices I got... So we get to talking, and it turns out he's an alright. After he was feeling better a month or two later, he introduced me to... Well, it depended. The jobs we did. A lot of times it was helping folks get out of bad situations, but the group had problems. A lot of different ideas how to run things. I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or if it was the cost of trying to fix, if you like. The air is different. Especially compared to Gilded Vale, where there's more livestock than shovels. Sounds different, too. You wake up to all those bird calls. If the birds woke you in Gilded Vale, it was usually a couple crows making the most horrible... Strange thing is, I still get this... What do you need? What's on your mind?
Certainly.
Help! Somebody! Per Complanca!
Happily.
О, крюк. Еще этим. Механика. Точно. Механика.
Not a sound.
Не надо
Can't do it.
Это мы знаем. Тоже легкий.
Be careful.
Suey? Suey?
А, мы уже знаем его характеристики. Раньше нельзя было. Надо было изучать. И опыт за это шкапал. Сейчас, наверное, сделали полностью. Стой, стой, стой. Попал. 5. Ну, Крит.
I'm here. Of course. I'm here. I'd be glad to.
Ускорение. Ай.
Keeping an eye out.
Слушай. Это ник. А, это. Подожди. О, пойдет, пойдет. Все не было. Минус то, что оно перебрасывает. Так. ДПС у меня лучше. Здесь, конечно. Да. Чего 22 эти сложение 20?
I feel bad there's not enough for everybody.
Quietly now.
Hey, fancy seeing you. I can't see much of anything really, apart from you. Just endless gray. What happened? It's weird. I thought death would be different. Big light and so on. But I don't see anything at all. Oh. Suppose that sounds nice enough. I'll follow you then, shall I?
Still seeing ghosts, huh? Suppose you're stuck with that.
Никита, не... Помочь. Далее пойдем поможем. Мы не умеем плавать, да? Ты меня зовешь? Кто? Иду, босс.
take a look.
Happily.
Let's take a look.
Watcher. Is that... It is strange. I see nothing. A gray nothing. What happened? I remember the ship listing under our feet. Something struck me. I thought the end would be different. You are a watcher. You would have been our captain. Tell me, where am I to go? Thank you, Watcher. I will stay with you a time.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought. It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks. I was a stubborn Postenaga. I was trying to fasten this mess down when we struck shore. Everything we've been through, and I'm nearly done in by a cask of raw. Funny thing, it's hard to see much from the underside of a barrel. I wasn't planning on going for a run, Casita. It still hurts, but I can... Have you found any of the others yet? I'll start a fire. If any of the others are out there...
Keep it down. Keeping an eye out.
Not a sound. Of course.
Nicely done, my lord. You will have need of a crew if we're to get anywhere.
Quietly now. What can I do?
Yeah?
Yes?
Hey. What do you need?
What can I do?
Hey.
I'm here. Absolutely.
Keeping an eye out.
Пещера? Пещера. Конечно, загрузки такие себе, можно сказать, вообще не особо классные.
I guess we're not the first to head this way. Let's take a look.
Quietly now. Not a sound. Not yes. Certainly.
Enough.
What can I do? Stand together! At once. What can I do? What can I do?
Yeah?
Yes?
Keeping an eye out.
Of course.
Looks like trouble.
Yes? I'm here.
Keeping an eye out.
Indeed. What can I do? Absolutely. Yes? Not a sound.
Обязательно.
Quietly now.
Это прикольно. Идея есть.
Not a sound. Certainly.
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah! I'd be glad to.
Hey.
О,
Hard to move. I'm here. Very well. Yes? Oh, yes? Oh. Absolutely. As you wish.
Hey.
Yes? Certainly.
стена.
Yes? What can I do? Indeed. Yes? Yes? At once.
Keeping an eye out. Keep it down.
Stand together. I'm stuck.
Hey. Sure. Stay behind me.
Yes? Certainly. Hmm? I'm here.
Hey. Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah, I got it.
Hmm? What can I do?
Keeping an eye out.
Whoa, whoa, look.
Quietly now. Not a sound. Indeed. Quietly now.
Well, as long as I don't get caught.
I'll try my best. Yes? Well, if you insist. I'm here. Absolutely. Someone's up ahead.
Мощный какой.
Come on. What can I do? Not sure how I feel about this. Yes?
Минус один.
Yes. Yes?
What do you need? Hey. What's the metal killing machine? He's been out here by himself in a cave anyway, collecting his thoughts.
Damned pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Bayadol, still alive and calling everybody. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a slight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison. Well, you seeing something I'm not?
Keep it down.
Of course.
Take a gander over there. What do you need? Sure. Keeping an eye out. If we could rest for a bit, I'd be much obliged.
I'm stuck.
Sure.
Bless you, lady. Would have been a sorry way to go. Caught up in it. It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else? Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Happily.
Yeah, sure.
Бомба.